Okay. Hello and welcome. My name's Lainey and this is the Banish bin, and this lovely lady is Carrie, but you're
Hello.
also known as Aunt Boo. Isn't that
Mm-hmm.
right?
Or
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah. Oh, Boo. I can hear it echo back on my mic, I think, again. It did it the other day. I'm just going to turn it down.
I'm muting everything on my end except this speaker. So
Yeah. I might turn my... No, that's down already. Hopefully it'll be fine, but if you hear any echo, I can hear it again. Can you hear it? Like a squeaky noise.
I don't hear it.
You don't
But
hear
I'm
it.
not hearing it through the.
If the chat hears it, I'll change mic. But if they're not hearing it, I'll just leave it. Anyway, so yes, this is the lovely Carrie, who's also known as Aunt Boo, and she has her own YouTube channel called A Boo Tube Production. Did I pronounce that right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So I have put a link to Carrie's channel in the description box. So please go over and subscribe. And if you want to give them a little bit of explanation of what your channel's about, then
Yeah.
please go.
Sure. Well, my sister is Glamma, so you may know Glamma from Glamma's Closet, and I was behind the scenes for a long time on her channel. And I love to edit videos and produce videos. So I just thought I'd venture out on my own and start doing that for people in the community who might need help. And so that's what started the channel. And then I wasn't getting as much business as I to keep me
Yeah.
busy. So I thought, well, I'll just keep myself busy. So I started doing movie reviews because I love movies. And it was a good way to like get creative on the production end of things. So that's kind of what my channel is advertising for my services, but my production services.
Yeah.
But
Not home services, that's a different
right.
channel.
So that's a different channel. That's my OnlyFans. But but so my production services, and I love doing the movie reviews and just being stupid and silly. Although the past 2 weeks I've done really serious reviews, which is a departure for me. So
Yeah.
we're getting back to silly next week. I'm not doing any more serious reviews for a while.
That's cool. So like I said, everyone, I have linked the channel below, so please go and subscribe, because you should have more subscribers than you have. I definitely think
Thank
so.
you. I always forget. I always forget to ask in my videos. And someone was like, no, you have to ask because people will watch. And
I
then,
do the same thing.
yeah.
Really bad at self-promotion.
Yeah. Right.
Really bad.
Right. I'm great at promoting other people. Like Lainey, give her thumbs up the video,
Yeah.
do all the things.
When it comes to yourself, you're like, huh.
Right.
Just hide. That's me as well. Okay. So if anyone has joined and they don't know what this is about, this is the Banish Bin. The Banish Bin is basically it's based off of a UK game show, yeah, I suppose, that called Room 101, where they get to put things in the bin essentially, but they call it Room 101. And in this, I have given Carrie 8 categories to choose 3 things from each. Will listen to Carrie's reasoning behind each thing and why she wants to banish it. Then I have the chance, if I wish to save one thing, and then the other 2 go to the chat and they decide which actually thing gets banished. So it should be fun. It should be fun. Fingers crossed.
We're going to have fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we will. We'll have a great
Keeping
time.
it light. We're keeping it light.
Yeah. So I'm just going to say hello to a few people and then we'll crack on. I think that's probably the best option, isn't it? So hi Lynn. Hi Joy. Hi Elaine. Hi Chris. Hi Rebecca. Hi Stephen. Hi Joan. And hi Glamours. Just in time. There you go. Your sister turns up.
Yes,
You talk about that and she turns up. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
He's like Voldemort in that way.
Yeah.
That's why we don't say her name.
But with more nose. Yeah. And hair, obviously.
Yeah, she's much prettier.
Yeah, she is definitely much prettier. Okay. So, oh, hi, Sylvia. So the first category I gave you was celebrities.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts. I had to narrow it down to just 3.
Yeah, I would be the same.
Yeah. And because I'm from the United States, obviously, and we're in the Midwest, by the way. I don't know if last time Glamour was on here. We're in Missouri, so we're right in the middle. And I'm going to do the obvious celebrity because he's really a celebrity to me right out the gate. You're going to know who I am. I'm doing away with Donald Trump, Donnie John. We're throwing him back in the garbage from whence he came.
Yep.
And I know all of you resellers out there, dumpster divers, do not pull these people back out of the dumpster once we throw them in there. Just leave them in there. We're not pulling them back out. That's just a reseller joke. That was stupid. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right.
But Donnie Johnny, he's the first one for me, and I think that's just obvious. Hopefully he might be going to jail soon. We're hoping.
Yeah, that'd be better, wouldn't it?
I'd be okay with either one, the garbage or jail. But I don't know. He's pretty slippery, so I don't know if any of these things.
Talking about by himself.
I mean, he's just so gross, and nothing sticks to him. Like, he could do anything and still have this weird cult following. It's bizarre to me. And he's gotten away with everything. He's so slippery, probably because he's covered in like Russian urine or something, allegedly. Anyway, so Donald Trump, he's the first.
John says the orange one.
The orange one.
He is like an Oompa Loompa, to be fair, isn't he, as well?
Yes.
And Grandma says, send that Cheeto to jail.
Cheeto.
Rebecca said, that's a sensible lady. Steve says, either are too good for him. Jail and the bin is too good for him.
I agree. All right. So my second one has gotten a lot of attention lately, and that's Puff Daddy.
Okay.
We're gonna throw him in the garbage too because he's just shady. He's terrible. I don't know if the news is the same over there. If you know.
Yeah, we do. We've gotten them. Yeah.
He's just gross.
He's a dodge. He's
yeah.
What I would say a dodge pot.
But it feels like some of my answers, like I feel like the trash is taking itself out in some of these celebrities. Like 2024, chickens are coming home to roost, as they say.
Yeah.
And then my third one, this is pretty obvious because we all just don't like her, but it's not that I think she's a bad person. I just think Kim Kardashian has ushered in this era of people being famous for being famous.
For nothing.
And earning a shit ton of money for doing nothing except getting plastic.
Yeah.
And her and her whole family, it's like they have just done nothing for the cause of women except make a bunch of little girls hate themselves. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I'll just read out a bit of the chat. Hi, Lorna. Stoll had a dream about Boris Johnson and that he was his best friend, and he invited me to his huge manor house for Christmas.
Don't go.
Apparently, he was so likable and good fun, but he woke up feeling really dirty.
I think there's probably benefits to being his friend, to be honest, but I'm sure the bad things far outweigh.
Yeah. Okay, so do a quick go through of these. Donald Trump, I totally agree with you. There's nothing else really to say on that apart from he shouldn't exist, but that's a bit,
Right.
It's like I don't know, it's like something out of a novel that shouldn't be real. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Puff Daddy, obviously, there's been a lot of controversy with what's happened, allegedly, should we say?
Allegedly.
But yeah, I sometimes think that people become famous and then they think they're above everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And nothing satisfies them, and then they keep raising the bar, upping the ante.
Yeah, exactly.
Just gross.
Sylvie says when he says dream, sounds more like a nightmare. That's about still. He said you only have to friend a member of the government on Facebook and you get £1 million contract, do you? And then I totally agree with you on the Kim Kardashian thing. It's all like she's had so much work done. It's all fake. She doesn't admit to it. Young girls then look up to her in it. You know, apparently she did a law. Did she do a law degree or something recently?
I think if you have enough money, you can do anything.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. You could just have someone. You could just be there and someone else sits your law degree because you paid them or something. Like it just. I don't know.
I don't know her, so I don't know if she's a bad person, but I just find that she's done some pretty shitty things and never gets, well, maybe Taylor Swift is going to change all that with the album and like calling her out and stuff.
Calling a child a direction. That's a bad thing for a start.
Yeah, that is pretty
really bad. Okay. Hello, Evan. That's my nephew's in the side chat there.
Hello.
Stephen says, Kim doesn't affect me, Trump does.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he is that. There's that side of things, isn't it? Law degrees don't count from the University of Phoenix. Okay. So, people in the side chat, if you want to banish Donald Trump, type Trump. If you want to banish Puff Daddy, type Daddy. If you want to banish Kim Kardashian, type Kim. So Trump, Daddy, or Kim. There you go. So he says, I love how much Trump blatantly lies, but his something twits believe every word. The T word. Like swearing.
And I know people who voted for him. I'm trying not to judge the people who feel like they have no choice or whatever, but God, that's really hard. And he's just the worst. He's just a bad person. And he's a cult leader now. That's the craziest thing.
I'm laughing at the side chat because Sylvia's put the biggest fart.
The biggest fart.
Do you say Trump as a word for fart? Well, here in the UK, Trump is a word for fart, like trumping.
Oh, so, that's right.
Yeah. So if you say to someone, "Have you just done a Trump?" It means, "Have you just done a fart?" So, like, yeah. So, so there's a lot of, obviously it works for us here.
It totally works. We should just say that. I love it. I know.
Trump means fart in the UK. Anyway, Trump has won that one, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think
Trump is a fart. That is true, Glamour. It's true. A Trump is a fart. Right.
Diaper on. That's awesome.
I live. That really worked. Okay, so the next category we chose was films.
I love the way you guys say films. Film.
It's actually most of the UK don't say it the same way as me. So I say films or film, and they say film, but I don't say it. It's that same thing. So everyone picks it up. But like most of the people I know, who even if they live like down south or whatever, they they now see it the same way as me. Just, I
There's
think it's like,
there's a YouTuber who does makeup. I think his name's John McClane.
all right.
But he looks like a woman. He does perfect makeup, and he says film. And people say that he sounds like he talks in cursive because it's such a pretty way to say things. And
Yeah.
anyway, you should look. Okay, movies. I take movies pretty seriously.
I know.
Love movies. And I think even the worst movies can sometimes be redeemable at their because they're so bad they're good sometimes.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. But I got 3 stinkers that need to go in the trash. And they are all 3 the final of a trilogy. Because for some reason, those third movies and trilogies, it's like, for whatever reason, they just go. Pfft. So the first one is Halloween Ends.
Okay.
And that is the third of the newer Halloween movies where Michael Myers dies. Spoiler alert. But I mean, it's Halloween Ends. You can figure that out.
What's her face? Jamie Lee, what's her face? Because I can't think of her.
Jamie Lee, what's her body?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's an adult, isn't she? Like fully grown.
Yes. She's in it. She's the best part of it, honestly. But she couldn't save this movie. It was just garbage. It was hot garbage. It was a terrible way to end the series. And if they're going to use it to introduce a new character, it just failed on every level. I don't know. I have not talked about Vampire's Kiss. Live. Okay. The second one is another third in the trilogy, and that's The Godfather 3.
Right.
Don't know if you guys have seen The Godfather 3. It was ruined by nepotism. Francis Ford Coppola put Sofia Coppola in the movie. And Sofia Coppola is a good director, just like her dad, but she is a terrible actress. She was the worst.
Okay.
And she ruined the movie. It's the worst movie. And then my third one is because I'm kind of a nerd, but the last of the Star Wars movie, the last one of the last ones to come out. So it was The Rise of Skywalker.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, it was awful. Awful, terrible. Just, I'm making sure I have the right name of it. I probably should have done this beforehand, but it was just awful. It was awful. Oh, was it The Last Jedi instead? No, it was The Rise of Skywalker.
Right.
Because The Rise of Skywalker. It was just bad. It was not a satisfying ending. If they're gonna do these trilogies and series and stuff, and they're gonna end something, they need to go out on top.
Yeah, definitely.
They were bad. All right.
All right. Well, it was Jamie Lee Curtis, thingy-mabog woman, because we couldn't think of her name. Glamour said, "Oh, The Godfather 3 was not good," and then she said, "Wait, you're choosing that over Jar Jar Binks one?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Evan reckons Megamind 2 was awful as well. Anyway, I do not watch any of these genres of film. Well, actually, that's a lie, because I do like fantasy space stuff, like as in Guardians of the Galaxy, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
I do like that. But I'm not a Star Wars fan.
Okay.
Not at all. So I can't really, I might have seen bits of it because my ex-partner was obsessed. So I might have seen bits of it because it was on, but I wouldn't have been paying attention.
Yeah.
I don't like, this is going to sound weird, but I don't like films that are like mafia, which obviously The Godfather is.
Yeah.
Because all I say is like, like that with Italian. Sort of. That's all I can say. Like, I just don't get past that.
Yeah, there's a lot of this and a
There's a
lot
lot
of
of that.
cannolis. Yeah, I'm married to an Italian, so
Yeah,
we pretty much have to watch that and all the Rocky movies is what we
yeah. I like I like I like Rocky movies. But yeah,
yeah.
and sound like Darth Vader. Do I?
Mm.
Oh man. Something. And I don't do horror either. So that's like really bad, isn't it? I'm such a scaredy cat. Like jump scare, can't do that. I can deal with blood and gore, but if there's a jump scare, like I'm on the sailing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like so, like yeah. Um, Adrian, Prentice Poison. I haven't seen any of those, but Star Wars fans are a bit too much sometimes, so I choose that one to go.
The fans are a bit intense.
Yeah. Hi, Andrea. Okay, so I'm not going to save any because, like I said, it's not two of them are not my thing. And oh, just jumped out there, or was it just me?
Was that me?
Yeah, just jumped. You just jumped out and back. It was weird.
Oh, weird.
Maybe it's something to do with the spooky stuff, the Halloween. Like,
There's
anyway, it's like, oh well, we'll jump scare you.
pet the ghost. Make sure he's okay back there near you.
Yeah, you little ghost. Yeah, making us jump now. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so people in the chat, if you want to banish Halloween ends, type ends. If you want to banish Godfather 3, type 3. And if you want to banish Star Wars: The Rise of Luke Skywalker, types Luke. So ends 3 or Luke. There you go. That's an easy one, isn't it? I liked all the Rocky though. Do you like it?
I like Rocky. I liked the first one the best. I felt
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the best. It got progressively cheesier as the stories went on, but they're classics and they're classic. I like
Yeah.
all of them. They're very entertaining to watch. Die Hard.
God. Pick your own. McClummers said ditch the Skywalker.
Yeah.
And I think most everyone else has gone for Luke. Me and Nick both vote Luke, no problem. So 2 votes, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Definitely
the
Die Hard. Die Hard's my movie. Die Hard's a good movie. In my
yeah.
opinion.
Is the Rocky versus the Russian? That was the
4.
Dolph Lundgren?
Yes.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Scary.
He was also He-Man in the live action He-Man movie Masters of the Universe.
Was he?
Yeah. And it was awful. I think Courtney Cox was in that too.
Yeah.
And it was awful.
No, Evan, I can't do polls because I'm old. Okay. Die Hard, nice Christmas. Yeah.
It is.
It's got to be watched at Christmas. It's got a Christmas tree.
I'm seeing a lot of Luke. I think they.
Yeah, Luke's took this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so moving on to the next category, we have things people do.
I have so many opinions about this. Everywhere I go, I smell weed. I don't care if you smoke weed. I really don't. But I smell it everywhere. Can we not do it in the car? It's legal here now in Missouri. I don't know where
It's legal. No, it's not legal here.
Oh, it's so legal here. And it's everywhere. And I smell it. I will walk into a church and there's like a cloud of weed smoke that I have to go through. I'm just sick of smelling it everywhere. Do it at home. So public weed smoking, stop it. It makes everything stink.
It's horrible.
Talking to you, my brother, like my actual brother. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not having like a Hulk moment or a Hulk Hogan. I'm talking to you, my brother. Okay, sorry, I'm getting stupid. The other thing I hate is when people talk on their cell phones in public
Mm.
and have conversations that I should not overhear. That is the worst. Or just, that's why we have text. Just, you don't have to answer the phone unless it's an emergency. And then in that case, go outside. Go have that private conversation. But it's gross. And then my third one is ghosting. I don't like to be ghosted.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty shitty. So, especially if you're like talking to someone one day and then like you don't hear from them for 6 months.
Yeah.
That's shitty. That's a shitty thing to do.
It is really. I agree. Okay, so I will go through these. Smelling weed. I'm the same. I don't like it. It's you do, despite the fact that it's not legal here. You do.
I do get the irony. I do get the irony that I don't like to be ghosted. Says,
but you like ghosts. There's a difference.
I get it. I'm complicated. Okay.
So yeah, I totally agree on the smell and weed thing. People talking on their phones. I'm assuming you mean by like loudspeaker talking on their phones, like type of thing.
Yeah.
I have to admit that I do that, but I am in a wheelchair, right? So I find it easier just to rest my phone on my boobs and then talk whilst I'm controlling where I'm going so I don't crash, because I've done that before and it's not good.
But I mean, like in public, like if you're having a very private conversation with your baby daddy or something.
No, but I wouldn't have like that kind of conversation. It's literally, what do you want for your tea? That kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's not like a conversation other people shouldn't hear. That's very weird, isn't it? There's a guy on TikTok, and what he does is he goes around. He doesn't have the phone on loudspeaker, but he speaks quite loudly next to people. But he has conversations like there's no one actually on the phone. There's no one on the phone. He just makes it like he jokes, like sort of going. He's like, "Hi, I've got a problem like this," and then obviously the person's listening because like he's saying, "I need to tell you something," and he's like, "I'm sorry, but I've slept with your man," or something like that, and just get like, and like the person's next, because he records it, the person's next to him going like this, like that. It's so funny.
That's funny. I would laugh at that if I were watching it.
Yeah.
Like terrified if I were that person in real life hearing that conversation.
Yeah.
I ain't scared of no ghost.
And ghosting, I totally agree. But I always thought ghosting was just down to like a dating thing. But do you think it's like more in sort of like friendships and everything? Just
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I also really hate is when you put like this big message of whatever, it's like this has happened, blah blah blah, and they go, okay. Yeah, and you're like, I just spent 3 hours writing that. My whole life. You've just gone, okay. Yeah.
It's like when you confess to someone that you love them and they're like, aw.
And you're like, what you mean not? Yeah, totally. So yeah, I do agree. It's like another thing that bugs me is like when you get a response is just like a thumb up, just like on Facebook or whatever. I know they've responded to it, but I've asked something, or told them something, and they've just gone like that.
Well, that drives me crazy.
Yes.
Just asked you a question. Don't give me a thumbs up.
Yeah, and I'm like, I kind of feel like it's kind of like I can't be asked to talk to you right now. Not really, you know what I mean? You're not important enough to reply to. like it sometimes makes me feel like that. And I know that, like, if I think about it properly, it could be just that they've read it when they've been doing something and then obviously forgot, because we all do that, don't we?
Right.
But I'm terrible. But anyway, I'm not saving any of these, but I'll let the chat decide. But I have a feeling I'll know what's going to go. So, if you want to ban people smoking weed in public, shall we say, yeah, then put weed. If you want to ban people talking personal stuff loud on your mobile phone or your cell phone, for those in America, then type phone. And if you want to banish people for ghosting you, then type ghost and turn them into a real one. Can't.
Throw the ghost in the garbage.
Yeah. So weed, phone, or ghost. And we'll see what they say. Let's see.
Yeah, that's close. A couple for weed.
Yeah. Wait for Nick Ghost and for Andrea.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost. I think they're going to make me count on that. Hi, Chop Chop.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, for your full name. Chop Chop, busy, work, bang, bang. That's the name, isn't it?
Actually, I think weed is taking the lead. That rhymes.
I don't know, because there's quite a few at the bottom.
Yeah, now there's some ghosts coming.
Ghost, yeah.
Maybe that's why they couldn't talk very well.
Hi, Glenn. Okay, right. Let's count. I think I'm going to have to count, Anna. They're making me count, these people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for weed. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 each. Yeah, we'll just banish them both, shall I?
Let's put them both. I mean, we'll find a big enough dumpster to throw them in.
Yeah. Fine, banish them both.
That's right.
There you go. Sorted. Both in the bin. So I get to talk loud on my cell phone still, apart from not rudely. I won't do that. Okay. Anyway, next one is food.
Okay. Obviously, there's not a lot of food that I wouldn't eat, but I find those things, you guys know what I'm talking about. There are these Japanese mukbangs that I've seen where they're eating like giant peanut looking things, and they'll bite into them and it'll squirt water. If you've never seen these, then I'm sorry, I just introduced
I haven't seen them, but I'm going to have to Google them. No. I don't really want to see.
I'm so sorry that I've spoken about them, but they need to, you'll see, and we need to throw those things in the garbage, because that's the most disgusting thing that I've ever seen. And you know they don't. Yes, the mollusk thingy. Yes, it's like there's something to do with the ocean. They came from the ocean.
We have some like, I don't know what it's called again, because I used them on my other. I had a different quiz, and it was like, guess what it is, and they looked like, they looked like men's bits. They did, and they were weird.
Giant ones, like not in a good way. Giant ones, like you. Like I would run away from things.
And they're allowed to get away with it on YouTube as well.
Oh, they're on YouTube. I've seen them on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram Reels, and you can just look it up. But they squirt when they bite into them. It's awful. Yeah. And they don't taste good. Those can't taste good. This is purely because, well, it's
hormones being
purely for the penile
Yeah.
aspect of it. Oh, hi, Veronica.
Hi, Veronica. Hi,
Um,
Nick. Yeah, you've got your own phone.
okay, what's the too many hormones being flushed into the water? That's why our fish look like penises now. Okay. Something my sister likes that I do not like is liver.
Okay.
You can throw liver in the trash. Liver tastes, well, like liver. And I hate it.
Kind of good that it does. You're not getting food.
Right. It tastes like what it is.
Mm.
You know, the thing that absorbs all of the toxins out of your body, and then yeah, Grandma, she loves liver with onions, and I can't do it. And then this one's kind of weird and very culturally specific, but my husband is Italian, and his family has this cake that they eat at Christmas time. It looks delicious.
Mm.
It looks absolutely delicious, and it tastes like glue. It tastes like paste, and it's made of ricotta, or however you say it, ricotta.
Ricotta. Yeah.
And it's ricotta cake, and it is not sweet. It is not. It's cake, and they serve it for dessert, and it's not sweet, and it pisses me off every time. I can't even look at the cake. I'm like, you're not real cake. Piss me off. I take my cake very seriously.
Yeah. I mean, I like cheesecake, and I know ricotta is a cheese, but if you don't add, like, sweet stuff to it, it doesn't work.
Yeah, and it's not like cannoli, because cannoli has ricotta, but it's sweet. And they add
sweetened it.
Yeah, this cake doesn't taste like that. It's not good.
Oh.
Disappointment cake. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that describes a lot of things in life, disappointment cakes.
Yeah. Sylvia says ricotta cake is often lemon flavored.
Yeah, kind of. But whatever this cake is.
But to have the balance, you would need sweet and lemon, wouldn't you? You wouldn't just. It's like you wouldn't just cut a lemon in half and squeeze the juice in your mouth, would you? That'd just be weird.
Ew, liver and onion pizzas. Macamula. Drinks vinegar neat. Who does that?
I actually don't know who that is, Glenn. He does football videos on YouTube and likes liver and onion pizza and drinks vinegar neat. I mean, that's weird, vinegar neat. Panettone. Yeah, isn't that what Stephen said earlier? That must be what it's called. Is it panettone? That its proper name?
Maybe. I thought panettone was more like bread, and it's more of a French thing.
All right.
Maybe I'm getting that confused, but I thought that was more like a bread consistency, and it has like raisins in it or something. But this is like ricotta. It's just, and it could be like an Americanized Italian thing, to do that and make things worse.
Like, to be fair. The Magnum Cabby. I've never seen them. I'll have to look that up. Veronica's Googling ricotta cake now. Anyway, Clara says, is it one of those diet things that your in-laws eat?
No. It's just.
And his stall says, whatever it is, it's tasteless and pointless.
Okay, yeah. Panettone is Italian sweetbread. I didn't think they were the same things.
Yeah.
I've seen panettone, and it's a little different. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Like hot cross buns. Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
I'm with you, Linlin. I like chips in vinegar. I like French fries is what we call them. Yeah, with vinegar. Love malt vinegar with French fries. Yummy. I
don't usually, if I get like chips from the chippy or whatever, then I just have salt. I wouldn't have vinegar. I know everyone else does, but I'm just weird.
Mm. That's good.
Anyway, let's decide. I don't even know where to start. Right, we'll start with the ricotta cake. Definitely, nah. Cakes have to be sweet. It's just not right. It's not a cake. How can it be a cake if it's not sweet and doesn't taste, look, or even make you think about it being appealing? Yeah, not for me. Um, the men's bits looking mukbang. Even the word mukbang just sounds awful,
Eat it.
doesn't it? Like, it doesn't sound like it's going to be something nice to watch.
No, it sounds like what it is. It's gross.
Yeah. And then to have things like that look like men's bits. Ugh. Yeah, it's just minging.
We
Um,
we live in a society.
Yeah.
We're terrible.
And then the other one was liver, and I actually like liver, so I'm going to save something for one. So Glamours will be chuffed because I'm saving liver as well. I haven't had it for a long time because my parents made it, liver and onions, mashed potato, gravy, that kind of thing. It was a thing. Back in the day. And I was liver and bacon was a thing as well. Yeah. So.
Oh, Forna. Yes, I think they are called geoducks.
All right.
I think that's what they're called. Yes. Okay. They are fascinating,
Yes.
but they look like
Blinky. They don't need, if like shown on the telly in a mukbang, because people are strange and watch that sort of thing.
Perverts.
Pervert, yeah. Prevert.
And me. And me when I'm unlucky.
Chuffed. Oh, sorry, did I say chuffed? Yeah, chuffed is pleased with yourself. It's just a thing. I'm really chuffed that I did this or whatever. I don't know. We have weird words, and then I have extra weird words because of where I'm from.
I like it. So you're from Scotland?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, funny because Dana said exactly the same thing.
So
No.
we don't know. We're so terrible.
I am close to Scotland. I'm in the northeast, so I'm probably, I don't know how long it'll take to get to Scotland from me. An hour and a half, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I'm closer to Scotland than I am London. Put it that way.
Okay. So it's kind of like in America, people up north sound a bit Canadian.
Yeah.
It's like they kind of sound similar the more north you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Northeast coast is where I am. So in a place called Sunderland, which doesn't have much sun, so it's kind of weird. That's what we're called. But Lady speaks fluent Laney-ish. Nobody else does. That's true.
Give your own language. Oh, hi, Michael and Mark. I don't know which one of you guys it is, but my two old guys.
Yeah. Mark and Michael, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So if I save the liver, then we decide what we're going to get rid of. So we're gonna the geoducks, or if you want to Google it, Google it. Mukbangs that are on YouTube. I'm going to just say type bang for easiness. Or you can choose ricotta cake, which is not cake, basically. So type cake. So bang or cake, and we'll see what they say. I'm keep thinking. I know everyone doesn't like the cake thing, right? But you don't have to eat the cake thing, yeah. Whereas that's being out there on video, people need to get rid of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very naughty looking.
So if anyone does pick the cake, I'll be wondering why they didn't choose the other.
There's one person who chose cake.
and what things they watch on their thing. So yeah. Sunderland derived from Sunderland due to the river that runs through it. The Weir.
I love
Yeah.
that. So educational.
Yeah, that's good. Macamula in the side chat, who's Glenn. Well, if you're from Sunderland, you're also known as a Macam, which is like a nickname, but due to the football stuff, you know. So yeah,
Macamula.
Macamula. Yeah. Why do I still want to Google it? Because you're weird, Nick. You're weird.
Okay, you can Google it, but just don't. You were
Tell
warned.
anyone.
You were warned what it looks like and what it does, and it's disgusting.
Just don't tell anyone, and make sure you clear your web
Oh, your
browser.
browser history, right?
Okay, so that one has definitely been banished. Okay, we'll move on to songs.
Okay, this one was pretty easy for me because there's a couple of songs that I hate and they get stuck in my head.
Uh,
And you guys might appreciate this one, but the tub thumping song by Chumbawamba,
yeah,
it's the I get knocked down, but I get up again.
yeah,
And it'll get stuck in your head forever. It takes a whiskey drink. It takes I liked that song for about 2 seconds. And then it never got out of my head. It's still in there somewhere. It's like playing dead, but it'll get reactivated if I hear a certain word.
yeah.
Like I'm a dormant spy or something. Like it'll just like jump into action. Oh, I hate that song. Okay, so that's my first one. And then Thunder by Imagine Dragons. It's
Yeah.
Before the lightning, there was thunder, thunder. And then they say thunder about, I don't know, 2 million times in that song. So 3/4 of the lyrics are thunder, the word thunder.
Just the
Then
word,
they say
yeah.
some other words. I don't know if there's thunder over and over and over again. So there's the thunder song. And then they do it again in this other song. I'm doing this for my oldest son because he hates this song. The song Closer. I think it's the Chainsmokers, and Halsey.
I recognize the name, but I couldn't tell you how it goes because my
Yeah,
brain.
it's like we ain't never getting older. We ain't, and then they say that again
Yeah.
over and over again. But out of all the songs in the world, the thunder, it's just it drives me crazy.
It's just repetitive.
Oh, see, Dana knows it's we ain't never getting older, and then they keep saying it.
Yeah.
That it's that brainwashing, repetitive lyrics that.
Yeah, just constant. Andrea hates the Tub Thumping song too. Evan thinks it's a masterpiece. Chop like
you
it
can't.
well.
I think some people are like, that's the song of
Yeah.
songs. No, they don't. Nobody thinks it's a masterpiece. There's no two camps.
He does, but he's a teenager, bless him. I don't know what to do. I'm not bothered about the Chainsmokers thing. That doesn't bother me. I do like the other two songs, to be honest. But I do agree with you on the thunder, and there's more thunder, and there's more thunder. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's very much like that. I do agree with you, and I think. And then I was thinking, if I was at a party, you know what I mean? Everybody was having a drink. What song would you want to listen to? And I think it's got to be Tub Thumping on it. I'm sorry, but I'm going to sing it.
It's a good party song, and you're
yeah,
and
it gets
drinks in the song.
And you're like, while he's singing, you can go, I drink a whiskey drink, a drink of vodka drink, a drink. You'd be smashed, and then no, you'll never be getting up. So I don't know why he lies, because who's getting up after all that?
Right. I don't mind the alcohol in the song. I just don't like the song.
Yeah.
Because it's
So
too damn catchy. It is too damn catchy. It's an earworm.
I think like I get earworms all the time, and it bugs the life out of you. And someone told me to like play the song through, like actually watch it, play it, listen to it. And it did work, but I did it at a time when my friend was here. I'm saying, so I'm putting this song on because it's going over and over in my head all the time. So I put it on, and obviously she was there listening, and she ended up with the earworm. I was like, it's fine, I got rid of it.
But you slept like a baby that night, and she was
No
up like
problem.
taking a whiskey
Yeah.
drink, a vodka drink.
Yeah, so it's quite funny. Okay. So yes, I am going to see if top something, because I just think you need it once a year or something at a party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than that, you don't need to. I mean, yeah, when it does that to you, it's annoying, I have to admit. So people in the chat, if you want to banish Thunder by Imagine Dragons, type Thunder, and if you want to banish, is it Closer? Did you say?
Closer, yeah.
Yeah, Closer. By Chainsmokers and the Mates. Then type Closer. So Imagine or Closer. There you go. Don't know the last two, but the Thunder thing sounds irritating, so I'll say Thunder. I think most people's going with Thunder as well. Hi, Lisa. I like it when they all agree, because then I don't have to count. I can count, honest. You just scroll down. Hi, Mandy.
Thunder. Yeah, which is, I love Thor. I just hate that song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Dub thumping at my funeral.
People expecting you to get back up again after you blinking coughing in the middle of it or something.
Pissing the night away.
Yeah.
This is like crying.
Hi, Ross. No, don't make me count. If my maths is bad. Anyway, yeah, Thunder. It is. So, next category is drinks.
Oh, drinks. Now, this was my favorite category because I have a feeling I'm going to upset some people with my answers, but that's okay. I have good reasons.
It's your choice.
So much, I'm going to say my number one is top of my list. Much like the ricotta cake, how it's so disappointing every time I put it in my mouth. I'm going to say, you're like, what is she going to say? LaCroix or LaCroix, however you pronounce it. But LaCroix, I can't. I hate it.
You're going to have to tell me what that is, because I have no clue.
So it's flavored water, but it has no flavor. And it is so disappointing every time I drink it. And it really is, it's like it lies to me, because it's in this really pretty can.
Yeah.
And it says like passion fruit or grape or strawberry kiwi. It doesn't taste like any of that. It's like if I wanted, I don't know, if I wanted, it's a liar. It's a liar. If I wanted to put something that lied to me into my mouth, I would just call my ex-boyfriend. It was like, LaCroix is the worst. It is. It's like a bad boyfriend. Like, oh, I'm going to be sweet to you this time. Yeah, I'm going to be sweet this time. I'm going to taste like watermelon. And then as soon as it goes into my mouth, I'm like, nope, this shit again. It's so disappointing. And spit it out.
As far as I'm aware, we don't get it here, because I've looked at a couple of people and none of them have said So I'm guessing we don't have it here.
So it's like seltzer water, I guess. It's like flavored seltzer water, but it just has
a boyfriend water.
bad boy. It is a bad boyfriend water. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. And then my second is its evil twin brother.
Okay.
Alcohol, like the seltzer alcohol. So like the White Claw stuff or any of those seltzer drinks that are alcoholic. Because this is like the bad boyfriend, but it has a little redeeming quality. So it gives you a little something. So it's like the bad boyfriend that like buys you stuff, you know? But so like, you're like, yeah, I'll put you in my mouth. Like I'll swallow, but I'm not going to feel good about myself afterwards.
Yeah.
That's like that White Claw shit is terrible.
So what kind of alcohol is White Claw? Like
it's like
a beer?
It's like a beer or a vodka, something like that, but it's in seltzer water. So it's like alcoholic seltzer water. And it's awful. Same thing. It's like alcoholic LaCroix, basically.
Yeah.
Doesn't taste like anything.
It's because the only thing, like seltzer, when you're saying seltzer, we have stuff called Alka-Seltzer, which is like it's like a tablet you put in water after you've had after you've had a hangover. Do you know, like for a hangover?
So I guess like it tastes like club soda or something. So like club soda, or think of like Sprite without the taste.
Yeah,
it's just bubbly water. Or like
not good.
Perrier or something, but LaCroix pretends that it's Perrier but with flavor in it, and it's not. And that's the same as the evil twin brother of White Claw. Bad boyfriend drinks, totally. And they make you feel like a filthy whore, these drinks. And then my last one is tonic water. So with quinine, which tastes like that.
I've heard of tonic water, but it's not to me because it was like a thing, wasn't it? Gin and tonics were a thing back in the, I don't know, 70s, probably 80s. And like now it's all the flavoured gins, isn't it? So nobody uses tonic water, I don't think.
I don't know, but I know they still sell it, and you can drink it for Charlie horses. So my mom drinks it when she gets Charlie horses.
Right,
so
okay.
I've tasted it.
Charlie horse to me, because I don't what's Charlie horse?
Oh, like a muscle spasm, like a knot in your leg, or like how a lot of people get them in their calves, where your calf will just like. So we call them Charlie horses, but like muscle spasms. Yeah,
muscle spasms. Yeah.
So they're really good for that because there's quinine, but I think quinine tastes like death. Like if death was drink it. Yeah. Like they squeeze dead people, and that's tonic water. Is tonic water alcoholic? No. No.
But most people add alcohol to it, don't they?
Yeah. It's a mix-in. Like club soda, you know.
Yeah.
A cramp. Thank you, Veronica. English major. I know stuff.
Okay. So I do know tonic water. I've tried it once, didn't like it. That's enough of that, really. It's just I think someone did say that the LaCroix. How do you pronounce it?
LaCroix. You could say LaCroix. However, yeah.
Is that if you're posher? LaCroix, or French or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
It just sounds minging, and as you said, disappointing, because if you chose water, you'd just have water, wouldn't you? You wouldn't then want a flavour in it. And then to have a flavour in it that has no flavour is mental. So, yeah.
It's like gaslighting. It's a gaslighting drink. It is.
And then the seltzer, which has the alcohol but then doesn't have the flavour either that it claims to, is also weird. You said that's White Claw?
Yeah. There's other brands of it, but that's the most popular brand, I think.
Right. Okay, people, let's do this. If you want to banish LaCroix or whatever you call it, just put LA because we'll just be short. Then the seltzer waters or seltzer alcoholic drinks, White Claw, put claw, and then tonic water. If you want to banish that, put tonic. So La, claw, or tonic.
Really? People are saying they like tonic water with ice. Ban it all. Huh.
Yeah, good night, Evan.
Right. Yeah. Oh, he's school in the morning. That's so cute. Good night.
Tonic, it's all gross.
Well, Veronica, White Claw is kind of like it, but it kind of like Smirnoff Ice. But Smirnoff Ice is sweet, and White Claw isn't. It's not sweet.
I like Smirnoff Ice. I do.
I do too. I do not like White.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2. 3. Yeah, it's the La Croix.
Yes. Get rid of
it. Shut up, Evan. It's not allowed to be cute now. You're 14 because, like, you're getting old. It's going through that. Okay, so we banished that one. No, being cute's not cool. He's taller than me. Taller than his mum now. I think he must be pushing 5'10", probably. Joan's tough. She gets to keep a tonic. Veronica says, yeah, I like Smirnoff, but leave that sitting out long enough and it tastes like White Claw. I like the lime Smirnoffs. Ooh. The lime and the raspberry one's really nice.
Yeah.
They're nice. Anyway.
Smirnoff Ice. Those are good.
Yes, definitely. Did you used to get Bacardi Breezers?
Yeah. Yes. Bacardi Breezers. And I think from, do you remember Zima? Did you guys ever have Zima? That was a 90s thing. That was kind of the precursor to all the Smirnoff Ice stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the next one is things people say.
Yeah.
So what have you got?
So this drives me crazy because I know someone who does it every time they say the word, and they say the word a lot. And it's when they say supposedly instead of supposedly.
All right.
And I know someone who does it almost every conversation. She has to say supposedly. And no, it's no one in the chat. It's no one you guys know. And I'm like, is it supposedly? But that drives me crazy. So the mispronunciation of supposedly.
It's a D, not a B.
It's Joey from Friends. Yes. And that supposedly that's the Joey from Friends moment. And then irregardless, that's a double negative. I know it's sort of worked into the common language, so it is technically an acceptable thing to say, but I hate the word. It cancels itself out. So just say regardless. But irregardless drives me crazy when people say that. Can you be more specific?
Yeah, a friend of ours who did this, he said people would say, can you be more specific? It used to drive him insane. So, yeah.
Espresso. And then the third one isn't really a word or a saying, but it counts as things people say when they sing the wrong lyrics. So
Right.
or quote the wrong lyrics to a song. That's just a pet peeve of mine, because if you don't know the lyrics, then don't quote the lyrics, or don't try to sing. And I guess I should say my husband does it all the time, and he does it so loud, and he'll sing over me. And that's really what I hate, is that he's trying to steal my thunder.
Yeah.
But, so those three things.
Okay. I do sing the wrong lyrics sometimes, I have to admit, but I do it intentionally. It's not like I just find myself funnier, or than the song, so I just like do it intentionally. But I've
That's
also got,
clever. If you're changing the lyrics, that's clever.
yeah,
Yeah.
I do that quite a lot. Also, people say I have lyricitis, which is apparently a thing. So like if you're having a conversation and someone says a word or a couple of words that are part of a song, I'll burst out into the song. I can't help it. It's like there's something in me. I have to do it. So like they say something,
Dana
and they might go,
too.
yeah, they might go stop, and I'll go hammer time, and I just can't help it. It just comes in. It just does it.
Yes.
It's terrible, but I can't not do it. So they say I've got lyricitis.
That's awesome.
Mac and Will says, I hate the word literally when it's used.
I literally love that word.
I literally died. Yeah.
I literally love the word literally.
Yeah. Yeah, song Tourette's, that's what I've got. Well, yeah. From celebrate and listen.
Chop chop. That's pretty clever, though. That's a pretty clever lyrics of what Chop Chop said about the tub thumping.
Yeah.
You feather going to shape me down. Dana said your family now, because we do that a lot too. We do the lyrics. Yeah. In fact, we can't even hear the word asparagus, and because we'll all bust into the song from Alf, which is so random, the TV show Alf from the 80s. We do that a lot.
Jordan saying people singing loudly at concerts out of tune. One of the things that bugs me is, when you go to like, you've got, I don't know, somebody's wedding or something in a church, and there's always that one person who knows every word of the hymns and the whatever, and they're so loud as well, but don't sing very well either, but think they're great. It's annoying as hell. It's really annoying.
See, Dana's doing it now. Dana said your family, so you're in.
I've forgotten what the three choices are. I know we kind of went on a little.
Sorry about that. It's supposedly irregardless in the wrong song lyrics.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how to make them shorter for people to write it down rather than give them like the whole word. So I might just
do the work. You guys do the work. We believe in you. Just write the whole. Just pretend.
So supposedly instead of supposedly, just using the word irregardless. I guess. That's we're pointing out, I suppose. And people singing the wrong lyrics. Is it more that they believe the lyrics are right that bothers you, like in the sense of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And loudly.
Yeah, and loudly over the top of you. Sub God song. Sub God song. Yeah. So good thingy. Either sub or God or song. They'll do it that way. There you go. Thank you, Stephen. Sometimes my brain is not in. Regardless, that is just daft. Tiny Dancer. Tony Dancer. A song here by the Stereophonics called Have a Nice Day. Have you heard of that? Have a nice day.
Stereophonics is.
Yeah, well, I sing Have a Nash Tray to everything. It sounds better.
But see, those are funny misheard lyrics that
Yeah.
are like wrapped up like a douche, another rumor in the night, that
Yeah.
sort of thing. Or though that's more clever, but it's just, you know.
I wouldn't say it's clever, but I try. Okay, so let's see what we've got. 1, 2. So 2 for irregardless, yeah? I'm not saying right. 1 for
Makamula.
well. So 3 for supposedly, 3 for irregardless, and
I see 5 for supposedly.
oh, I'm not seeing. Have I gone too far? Oh yeah, I didn't take them ones up there. That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's supposedly.
Yeah.
You'll have to tell whoever it is, and no longer ever allowed to say it because it's supposedly.
I hope they're gonna say it again. Probably the next time I talk to them, because they somehow work it into every conversation I have with them. Supposedly.
Yeah. You supposedly will, yeah. Okay. So the last category is random mix, which basically means you can choose whatever you want.
Well, if we're throwing things away in the garbage, let's do away with the patriarchy. Let's just get rid of that. Throw away the patriarchy. It's time that, we redo all of this shit and put more women in power. So
yeah.
We're going to throw the patriarchy away. And then to go along with all of that are like results of the patriarchy. The rest of my stuff is like the beauty standards in general, because they're bullshit. And I always forget that my phone does that, or this.
Oh, it's like a new iPhone thing, isn't it?
Yeah, beauty standards in general are bullshit, and women should really just, and take over everything. And I mean, I like men, don't get me wrong, but we need to be in charge of more things. And let's throw away body shaming and fat phobia, because that's bullshit too.
Body shaming.
Yeah. And then my bonus one is when people use 2 parking spots because they have a nice car when they take up 2 parking. I know. I think that's 4, but sorry.
Give me 4. Well, what we could do is put beauty and body shaming in the same thing.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then
the 2 parking spots.
Parking space pricks. Just pricks.
Because you have a nice car doesn't mean you get 2 parking spaces.
Yeah.
You didn't pay for an extra parking space. You paid for your dumbass car. So you can't. You get 1 parking space. Anyway.
The punishment has a lot of random stuff. I'm not too sure what. Wait a minute. I'm not sure I know what. I don't know if I say patriarchy. Is that the thing? But I'm not sure anyway either. I think it's just kind of like, isn't it power?
Yeah, it's the male power. It's just the male dominated power structure that pretty much.
Yeah, he's saying, is it men ruling the world?
Since the ancient Egyptians and blah blah blah. Go on and on, but it's patriarchy. Somebody just said, I wonder if anyone goes dumpster diving in the banishment. Mandy, no, we said they could not. I made that joke at the top of the hour, and I said, no, they can. You resellers cannot go dumpster diving in the banishment.
Going back for it, no.
You leave those things alone.
To be fair, Who wants to go and get Trump for one?
I'm Trump.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if you really like LaCroix, you can go have your LaCroix, but I'm not.
It sounds like a perfume to me. You know, like the French thing where they're like holding a can, LaCroix by Fabergé or something like that. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
But then you don't smell of anything, so it's fine. Spray it on yourself and just giving you some water for free.
I love a mustache.
Okay. So, where shall we start? So the two parking spaces thing, when you've got a big car or you just really crap at parking, which is probably what it is, because they're just not good at parking. So the park over two, and the thing that they're allowed, I guess, then entitled, as Stephen says. So yeah, it's annoying. People like that should be given a mini for that point. You know what I mean? The beauty standards and the body shaming thing. Beauty, it's just, you know, you've got to be a size zero. You've got to have a gap between your thighs. You've got to like have your eyebrows a certain way, and then it's really annoying. Also, it's like with body shaming as well. Like you don't know how that affects that person, so why would you say anything? Do you know what I mean? And the sad thing is that the whole sort of being fat, overweight, whatever, it's always been a joke in like videos, movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always been about. I'm going to try and move that over there because I can hear myself. And it's really frustrating, really frustrating.
And these beauty standards that we see now, they're not even real. They're not attainable
No, totally.
without either plastic surgery or some kind of filter. That's not reality. They're not even
Also,
attainable.
it's also the way because like I angled my phone up and then I've got less chins than I really have. So like there's ways to do that for anything, whether you want your hips to stick out more, your belly to look more in, your boobs to stand out more, whatever it is you want. There's ways of lighting and standing in certain ways that would make that. But to a 14-year-old girl looking at that is going to be like, oh my God, I need to be like that. And then this is how like eating disorders start and trying to attain something that's not real.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, and then the patriarchy or the patriarchy, men should just not rule anything because of crap. There you go.
Right.
She seems surprised.
I get it.
People are, what was that? People are signing up for elective surgery to look like something that doesn't exist, and they don't realise how dangerous any surgery is. Exactly.
That's right.
It's really sad. It's exactly, Lynn. It's not the way you look on the outside; it's what in the inside that counts completely.
I've seen absolutely gorgeous women be so shallow and rude to people, and it just immediately turns me off. I'm like, that's not beauty. That's not pretty.
No.
That's ugly. So it'll catch up. Yeah, I agree. The patriarchy should go.
Okay. So, people in the chat, if you want to banish the patriarchy, type Pat. I'm going to just say it that way. If you want to banish beauty and body standards, then type body. And if you want to punish people who park over to parking spaces, type pricks. No, I don't want to just type type. Well, that's what they are, aren't they, really, to be fair?
Yeah.
I must be inside out. Did I say punish? Banish. At least once all three banished.
Yeah, Lisa, I want all three banished too. Yeah. I think if you banish one, some of the other shit will fall under.
Mhm.
If you do away with the patriarchy, you're
That
probably
probably
going
would
to do
help
it
the
the
rest,
black.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's mostly men with the two car space thing and with these big truck, whatever. And it's mostly men that end up, well, because a lot of men are designers, aren't they? And that they make the clothes for, like, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, Joan says if patriarchy goes, the other two will benefit.
Yeah.
Could think it. Yeah, so patriarchy it is. Yay!
Hey, down with the patriarchy. Well, we solved it, so I
We
think this
did.
was very productive.
Well, I think it's
Yeah,
great.
we got rid of the patriarchy. We are doing great things on this show.
And Trump, which is like, that's like a big deal, isn't it?
Just saved the world right there. We just
But
saved.
you can guarantee he's one of them who takes 2 parking spaces, and is also one of them who's made women feel uncomfortable about their looks or body. I bet you any money. He's done that.
Yeah.
The world is a better place.
Yeah.
It is.
You
Thank
look
you
up
so much.
patriarchy in the dictionary, and there's a picture of Donald Trump next to it.
And kept liver. She's so chuffed because we've kept liver.
World
wants,
fits out with
wants to know who the supposedly person is as well. We'll have to tell her after. She knows. But thank you so much for doing this, and I hope you've really enjoyed it. Actually,
Oh, this was so much fun, Lainey. Thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
Don't forget, everybody, I have put Carrie's channel in the description box below, so please go and subscribe. She doesn't have as many subscribers as she really should, so and she does film reviews and stuff, and she's also available for any editing work that you might require as well, which I might have to help you with that, like come over with that one, because I hate doing editing.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I love it. I love editing. I love all the, yeah, I love it.
It like really, what is it like? I think it's because I don't like it, and I'm not very good at it, and I don't understand a lot, so I kind of like the basics is very basics for me. And I wish I could do it better, but I just don't. Yeah, it doesn't work.
I think I think it's tedious work for a lot of people, but I really
Yeah.
enjoy it. I don't mind.
Yeah, I guess if you really love the outcome of it and what you've achieved, then I guess that would work. But for me, to get to that point and just get So yeah. Right, where were we? I think your sister says love you. Unless
Okay.
she was talking to me, which goes without
I
saying.
think she loves you too.
Yeah. Matt and Miller said, great live stream, ladies. Thank you. One said, great show. Really enjoyed that. Veronica says, I have a love-hate relationship with editing because I'm a perfectionist. Yeah. Nick says, great choices and sense of humour. Well done. And I think it's Joan who says you've helped humanity, boo. There you go.
See,
You've saved the world, and all you needed to do was come on here.
that's it. That's it.
It's amazing, isn't it?
What a few cool chicks can do when we put our heads together.
What women can do already. Amazing. Thank you, Rebecca. I think this might be the last one of the series, but I might have a possible one next week. But if you don't see me, you know this was the last one. That's how it works. But thank you again so much. And again, everybody, please go over and subscribe. And I'll be back with someone else at some point, and I'm sure you've got another film review to be doing.
Yep. I just posted one last night for Baby Reindeer. So
Well, I haven't seen that, but I've seen loads of memes about it everywhere.
it's intense.
Give it a watch.
Gotta
Anyway,
watch. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Right, you say goodbye